Men must not only know, they must act. Education must not simply teach work, it must teach life. Ignorance is a cure for nothing. The chief problem in any community cursed with crime is not the punishment of the criminals, but the preventing of the young from being trained to crime. It is the wind and the rain, O God, the cold and the storm that make this earth of yours to blossom and bear its fruit. So in our lives it is storm and stress and hurt and suffering that make real men and women bring the world's work to its highest perfection. There can be no perfect democracy curtailed by color, race, or poverty. But with all we accomplish all, even peace. The power of the ballot we need in sheer defense, else what shall save us from a second slavery? There may often be excuse for doing things poorly in this world, but there is never any excuse for calling a poorly done thing, well done. We shall never secure emancipation from the tyranny of the white oppressor until we have achieved it in our own souls. The cost of liberty is less than the price of repression. The chief problem in any community cursed with crime is not the punishment of the criminals, but the preventing of the young from being trained to crime. Children learn more from what you are than what you teach. No universal selfishness can bring social good to all. To be a poor man is hard, but to be a poor race in a land of dollars is the very bottom of hardships. There is in this world no such force as the force of a person determined to rise. The human soul cannot be permanently chained. Nothing in the world is easier in the United States than to accuse a black man of crime. It is the growing custom to narrow control, concentrate power, disregard and disenfranchise the public, and assuming that certain powers by divine right of money raising or by sheer assumption, have the power to do as they think best without consulting the wisdom of mankind. I am especially glad of the divine gift of laughter. It has made the world human and lovable, despite all its pain and wrong. Now is the accepted time, not tomorrow, not some more convenient season. It is today that our best work can be done and not some future day or future year. It is today that we fit ourselves for the greater usefulness of tomorrow. Today is the seed time, now are the hours of work, and tomorrow comes the harvest and the playtime. Now is the accepted time, not tomorrow, not some more convenient season. It is today that our best work can be done. Unfortunately, there was one thing that the white South feared more than Negro dishonesty, ignorance, and incompetency, and that was Negro honesty, knowledge, and efficiency. I believe that all men, black and brown, and white, are brothers, varying, through time and opportunity, in form and gift and feature, but differing in no essential particular, and alike in soul and in the possibility of infinite development. Oppression costs the oppressor too much if the oppressed stands up and protests. The protest need not be merely physical, the throwing of stones and bullets, if it is mental, spiritual. If it expresses itself in silent, persistent dissatisfaction, the cost to the oppressor is terrific. Daily the Negro is coming more and more to look upon law and justice, not as protecting safeguards, but as sources of humiliation and oppression. The laws are made by men who have little interest in him. They are executed by men who have absolutely no motive for treating the black people with courtesy or consideration. And, finally, the accused lawbreaker is tried, not by his peers, but too often by men who would rather punish 10 innocent Negroes than let one guilty one escape. Strive for that greatness of spirit that measures life not by its disappointments but by its possibilities. I believe in liberty for all men, the space to stretch their arms and their souls, the right to breathe and the right to vote, the freedom to choose their friends, enjoy the sunshine, and ride on the railroads, uncursed by color, thinking, dreaming, working as they will in a kingdom of beauty and love. We must complain. Yes. Plain, blunt complaint, ceaseless agitation, unfailing exposure of dishonesty and wrong. This is